Good afternoon, 4 o'clock on your Wednesday, halfway through the week, and we have some weather changes going on. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Evan Krugel. Tom is off today. At this hour, we're tracking the first round of storms today. Weather Impact Team meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen is out chasing those storms. And Corey, some cooler weather out there today, but that certainly hasn't stopped some of these thunderstorms from rolling through.
Yeah, the high over here in the Green Mountain area of Lakewood was only 74 degrees, but we just had a wave of storms roll through, and they're rolling through the entire metro area right now. But when they came through our area, we're just kind of got a little bit of light rain still left over as they just moved past us just a few minutes ago. But we had some strong winds. We had a lot of rain. Some areas over by Bear Creek Canyon reporting more than a ½ inch of rain in a very short amount of time. So we did get this, it was very close to severe weather. No hail in there, but the wind gusts are 40 to 55 miles per hour in some spots, and 58 miles per hour is what's considered a severe wind gust. So very close to severe weather as this storm is just rolling through the Denver metro. Severe weather, not super common in the month of September, but we do get a few warnings almost every single September, and today is no exception. I know Kathy Sabin is in the Weather Center tracking all of these storms right now. Kathy, we had a little bit of a ride on our hands out here in the West Metro, and now it looks like you're getting it down there in Denver.
You always have a way of finding the exact perfect place to go where all the action is. I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad that the lightning didn't keep you from giving us that great live shot, Corey. Thank you so much. And yes, those showers Corey mentioned are rolling into the metro area, and we love it. We need every drop. We have been hot, we have been dry, we've had high fire danger, and we will take the water. Yes, we will. Even though it's the evening drive and it may be a little bit inconvenient, this front that's moving into northwestern Colorado is ushering in cooler air and the moisture we so desperately need. Temperatures today, how about 14 degrees cooler than this time yesterday? We were 94 yesterday. We are 80 in Denver right now, 60s in the mountains. Talk about an early preview of fall. Winds now shifting out of the northeast, a good signature that that front has come through, but there's a second wave that we're waiting on for later tonight. So we're tracking evening storms. Some could be strong and severe. We have cooler weather coming tomorrow with more rain, and then mild weather trend as that trend continues right into your weekend. So right now we're watching the thunder, the lightning in Jefferson County, or outside of Castle Rock down toward the Woodmore area. Severe cell up in the Moffett County area. That one has potential to drop some penny-sized hail and some wind gusts of 50, 60, 65 miles per hour as it tracks to the northeast. Denver, we've got showers coming into Monument, Castle Rock, and up toward the Conifer and Evergreen areas. And right here around Highlands Ranch and Parker, nice little heavy downpour coming in for you. Littleton, Highlands Ranch, Roxborough, Ken Carroll, and Broomfield. We got lightning out there. We've got some good rain coming in, and there's more where that came from. Storm Prediction Center has us in a level 1 out of 5 for severe weather. I'll explain what that means and what you can expect for the rest of the evening coming up.
In just the last 20 minutes, a jury has been seated in the trial for the King Soopers shooter. There are 16 jurors who will hear the case and decide the fate of Amon Alyssa, the man whose attorneys have already acknowledged killed 10 people at a grocery store in Boulder in March of 2021. 12 of the jurors will decide the case, and there will be 4 alternates. We still know very little about why the shooter targeted that store. The shooter has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. Much of the trial is expected to focus on his mental state at the time of the shooting. His lawyers argue he should be acquitted because he could not tell right from wrong. The trial is expected to last 4 weeks. Douglas County deputies arrested a man they say shot at them and police officers during a 17-mile chase.
And before the chase even started, deputies say the 29-year-old driver rammed into one of their patrol cruisers while trying to get away. The Doug Coast Sheriff's Office shared this video of the moment it all happened. They say the suspect could also face first-degree murder charges for shooting at law enforcement. Here's where it all happened. The pursuit started in Douglas County near Blakewood Drive. It ended miles later in Arapahoe County in a Greenwood Village park early this morning. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch gives us an update on that investigation.
Just before 3 this morning, Douglas County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to the Co Park car auction yard in Littleton. Dougco Sheriff Darren Weekly says management reported seeing people on the property.
More deputies responded and set up a perimeter. As they were setting up a perimeter, one of the vehicles broke through one of the fences and rammed one of our deputies' vehicles with a deputy inside.
The sheriff identified the driver as 29-year-old Brenton Zeeler. Deputies say he was driving a stolen Toyota Tundra out of Brighton. Sheriff Weekly says Zeeler took off from the auction yard, leading deputies on a chase to Greenwood Village.
Subject that was driving the vehicle turned while driving and fired about 5 to 6 shots at our deputy.
The sheriff says deputies did not shoot back. Zeeler eventually drove into Village Greens Park, where he hit a tree and came to a stop. Sheriff Weekly says deputies engaged in a brief standoff before taking the suspect into custody.
Clearly, he was extremely dangerous and to shoot at law enforcement officers. And if he's going to shoot at us, he's that much more of a danger to a civilian that's out there on the streets.
Janelle Finch reporting. The sheriff believes there were 2 additional suspects that may have gotten away following those burglaries. No deputies were seriously injured at any point in that pursuit.
New at 4, Georgia's FBI director says the suspect in this morning's deadly high school shooting is 14 years old. This happened at Appalachia High School, about an hour outside of Atlanta. 4 people were killed, 2 teachers, 2 students, another 9 others were hurt. The FBI says the 14-year-old surrendered to local authorities when confronted and is now in custody. As of now, the motive for the shooting is still unclear. Investigators are trying to find out if the people killed were targeted at random. The community is just in shock and grieving.
My heart hurts for these kids. My heart hurts for our community. But I want to make it very clear that hate will not prevail in this county. I want that to be very clear and known. Love will prevail over what happened today.
According to the sheriff's office in Barrow County, the suspect will be charged with murder and handled as an adult. A mother from Colorado Springs accused of killing 2 of her children and injuring a 3rd child before leaving the country appeared in a court in London today.
And Kimberly Singler faces multiple counts that include first-degree murder, attempted murder, and child abuse after that incident in December. NBC's Kelly Kobiela has the latest from London.
Kimberly Singler appeared in court for the start of her extradition hearing 9 months after her arrest here in London. The 36-year-old wearing gray sweatpants, a white T-shirt, and a green fleece sweatshirt gave her name and birth date, then sat quietly taking notes throughout the first day of her 3-day hearing. Her defense attorney, who represented WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange in his extradition fight, is expected to argue against extradition on 2 grounds: prison conditions and the possibility of life without parole, which her legal team argues is a breach of European human rights law. Singler is accused of killing 2 of her children, 9-year-old Eliana and 7-year-old Aiden, and the attempted murder of her 11-year-old daughter, December 19th of last year. Police found the children while responding to a 911 call of a reported burglary at their Colorado Springs home, December 19th. Singler was arrested at a London hotel 11 days later and objected to being extradited back to the United States. In court today, the prosecutor went into detail about how the children were killed, saying that both were shot, then stabbed in the neck. He also revealed that Singler's surviving daughter first allegedly told police the family had been attacked by a man who came in through the patio door. But the prosecutor said that while she was in foster care on December 25th, Christmas Day, the 11-year-old allegedly told her carer that her mother killed her siblings and cut her neck, then asked her to lie. She allegedly told her surviving daughter that God told her to kill her children. Singler's defense attorney said in court today that she denies all the charges and is concerned that the statement against her by her surviving child was not made voluntarily and that the case has not been investigated fully in Colorado. Singler is expected to give evidence in the 3-day hearing, which continues tomorrow.
3 people are dead today, including 2 employees with the Colorado Department of Transportation after a crash in Mesa County. Colorado State Patrol responded to the crash this morning on Highway 6 near milepost 40 in Mesa County. Troopers say a Jeep Grand Cherokee hit 2 CDOT employees who were working outside of their vehicle. The Jeep then hit the CDOT vehicle, which caused the Jeep to roll. Both CDOT workers died at the scene. One person in the Jeep also died, and another was taken to the hospital. That part of Highway 6 is closed indefinitely.
Today, Democratic Governor Jared Polis signed the new property tax deal. It offers a smaller property tax cut than what conservative groups put on the ballot for November. They pulled those measures today as part of a compromise approved by the legislature. Some Democrats in the legislature were unhappy to be strong-armed into the deal, saying they didn't think the conservative tax plans would have been approved by voters.